The first time he found me in the shower, I was fully clothed and my eyes were black. The water was running, but there was no reaction from me. He told me it was like a scene from a movie. He tried to bring me back around, both of us unaware what this was and what our future was soon going to look like. He took off my wet clothes and wrapped me in a towel and held me until I finally found my voice. "What happened?" I asked him. "He must have passed out," he said. We were only together for 3 months before this, but after that day, everything changed. There would be multiple incidences of me telling him I was going for a shower and him coming into the room to find me in a heap on the floor. I started hearing things, I started seeing things, I started to really hurt myself. We later learned it was complex PTSD. About 5 months into the relationship, I started to lash out when I was in a flashback, screaming, crying, hitting and punching. Words like "get off of me, you're hurting me" would regularly come out of my mouth, and he would spend hours trying to get me to come back to reality and realise I was safe. During the first 6 months, my mental health decline was so bad that I ended up too scared to leave the house, too scared to have a shower, and too scared to even talk to my friends in case of another episode. It was then he decided it was time to call the mental health crisis team for me, something that I was so extremely against and had even threatened to break up with him if he did it. But he did it anyway. He said he'd rather lose me as a girlfriend than let my son lose his mum, let my dad lose a daughter, let the world lose me. I was immediately sectioned and he rallied my family around me to support my healing and to let them finally know just how bad I was. He travelled 2 hours every week one way to sit with me at 5 a.m. in the morning, talking me off the edge of another suicide attempt. He supported my journey online, and when I would spiral about people saying how he would grow to hate me, he would just hold me and say things like, "We'll talk about this in a couple of years," and laugh, because I'm not going anywhere. By the first year, he had tolerated a lot more than I would have. He forgave me when I said and did some unforgivable things, and loved me when I couldn't even love myself. By the second year, we started enjoying our lives more. We went on our first holiday to Cornwall, and although I was still struggling, we were freer than I was before. By the third year, we had lost multiple babies to miscarriages, but it didn't stop our growth. We watched our children from previous relationships build a friendship. We went on even more holidays and we did even more activities. He got to celebrate all of my success, no, our success, and we finally started to live. I can't wait to see what our 4th year brings. Happy anniversary, my love.